Right, first YouTube video, DIY, walkthrough. I need a large brake. So for example, here's what we'll be braking. I need 4 bends. They're a little kind of different. I need it 17 inches here, and I'd like it to kind of roll on the outer bend, and then we'll be doing a bend in the middle here, so it rolls on these ends and kind of rolls down. It'll end up being a roof for Can-Am X3 Maverick X3 Max. This is my current brake, just not wide enough. Finger brake is perfect, but not going to do it. So a quick walkthrough on what we have here. 5x6, which is a 5x12 as they're sold. I got it one cut, $156. And I like to do things myself and make a lot of things difficult. So the Maverick X3 Max roof, which has the angle in it, and you can see I'll have to align it with the bends here, so that way that they fold down and then stop out here. I will cut in slots to fit in my light bar rack, and then bend from roughly there and there, down and down. And what we want is that roll here, so that we get this shape into here where it kind of flattens out, and the hard bends in this area really aren't needed here, but more of a slimming down to a roll. So what do we have? Because the finger brake wouldn't do it, we have these lag bolts, 8 inches long, 1/2 inch, and I've got large washers, and then these are backing washers for those, so that I can put a lot of pressure onto them. Total cost, you can see here, 40 bucks. I've got 3 2x4s and 2 2x8s. So the principle will be lag bolts in the end here to sandwich the metal down in. 1 2x4 cut at the distance required here, 17 inches for this one. And essentially what we're going to do is cut a 2x4 to fit in here, and then the 2x8s will sandwich on top, bolt out here and out here, and then I will make the other 2x4s clamp here with the other bolt, and then I will wrench it up. Alright, so what we've done is outline the holes. The metal is 6 feet long at its max. This side is 5 foot. So if you come over here, I've outlined it to be 10 inches in, or 9.5, excuse me, and 4 3/4 in. That'll put you at center. Same deal here, 9.5 in, 4 3/4 on an 8-foot piece. That'll give you some room at your end. So what I did is I pre-drilled step up, and unfortunately I can't find my 1/2 inch wood bit, so it went to 3/4. I wouldn't have pre-drilled more than this one if I had my 1/2 inch. So at the end of the day, bolt goes in, sandwiches the two together, and we have our brake. So alright, so what we've done is cut the smaller pieces, 17 inches, 2 pieces. They will sit between the 2x8s here, and then we've got our bolt set up, big washer, small washer, and the larger bends I have is 3 pieces, more of a finger brake. And then this is the armature. It will sandwich down and become my leverage. Due to the fact that it's longer, I use a shorter piece on top. That way I can pry up and use it to force more onto that side. Now on the backing is the 3-footers that I'll use for the 6-foot length bends. So will it work? We will find out. We're going to use the bending bar. Okay, so final setup here. Just so you know what I've done here. spacer, because when this bends upwards it's going to impact right in this joint if we didn't have this space here. Same thing on the bottom, there's a space here. So on top, relatively same size. You know, I'm short on wood because do this real quick. The bolt is cinched fairly tight. I didn't want to start splitting anything. It goes all the way back here, and essentially at the end of the day we'll just lift up. It will bend hopefully where I need it. Last night I had already made a template bend for how much I needed. One piece of sheet metal I had sitting around. So let me see if I can get a video. Hopefully I can cut this all down to the 5-minute DIY. Alright, so we've got it set up. We get ready for a Christmas party, so let's do one bend. And the outcome is, I kind of already think I'm going to need some weight on the whole thing to hold it in place, but we'll just see if it works. If it works, done. Okay, not enough squeeze or clamp down in this area. I don't know if you can see it, but it started to separate a little bit. So what I'll probably do is get another clamp up here. Alright, so what I had to do was make a cut here to angle it. I had bent it and it was contacting here. So we will try the bend again and see how things go. We're very close. Alright, so we got the bend. It's really not that bad. So the downside was what I had feared. The bend was more back where that 2x4 was resting, but it created somewhat of a roll, which is more of what I need. Every DIY is a learning experience, but we're pretty darn close to my mock-up. I'll put it on the Can-Am and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so here we have it sitting on the Can-Am, and you can see the bend is within the roll there, which isn't bad. I'll continue to bend it a little bit more. It'll come into place, probably extend it out further, and that'll be it. And then it's just repeat for all 3 remaining sides, and then trim and bolt it in place, and you're done. Can-Am Maverick X3 roof for a max.